G'day, James.
Kia ora.
How are you?
I'm all right. I haven't seen you for a little while,
Yeah.
G Lane.
We're ships in the night. Can I ask you why you were rummaging through the ACC book archive, and did you find what you were looking for?
I like how you call it book archive rather than maybe there's a word for a collection of books. I mean, it begins with L. It escapes me right now.
Archive seems more legit,
Okay.
like we've got vaults and records, but we don't. It's a pile of books in the corner.
As you know, I'm responsible for half those archives because I went on Trade Me as a Trade Me addict. I bought all the annuals and a few other books. But I was really after the Jeremy Coney book.
Oh, the playing
mantis.
Yeah, I think we've got that. Oh, it's in the caravan.
Oh, I've got it.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, at the moment, and I'll bring it back. And then I was after the 1980 annual because of the West Indies tour. It was all about the West Indies versus New Zealand. I'm making a documentary with New Zealand cricket and my good mate Dan Frost, Frosty Boy. The things he brings are packed with joy.
Yep.
And so there'll be a documentary out next week ahead of the first test.
If you smash that documentary together quickly.
Yeah. It was actually
That's a turnaround.
I know. Nobody thought I could make it the deadline, but it's cost me. I mean, I've put on a few kgs in the editing, just sitting there and, eating Pix caramels or whatever you do to get through on deadline. But look, the thing is that we interviewed some pretty cool people. John Wright is in there. Baz is in there.
Oh, nice.
He was visiting with the old England team, of course, and now Baz Ball is slightly turning to shiitake mushrooms. But hey, it's still Baz. And also, there was a previous interview done with Sir Paddles, who's poor old Sir Richard Hadley. He's in a bad way at the moment, so he wasn't fully available for the full what we wanted to do with him.
Oh, is he?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What's wrong? Do we know?
I
or
don't know.
you
Don't
feel
know
like
the stage
sharing?
meshy, but I mean, I don't want to sort of like throw a cat amongst the Kedidoo, but it's
No.
like a little bit.
He's in his late 70s.
Mid. I think mid 70s. He's him and Ewan Chatfield are exactly a year or two apart. They've got the same birthday as my dad, July 3rd. So I always remembered when it was their birthday. Anyway, and also Ian Bishop is in there, the West Indies commentator, and how cool is he? He's famous, of course, for saying, Carlos Brathwaite, remember the name. And so it's actually, he wasn't one of the great fast bowlers, but he's become one of the great commentators.
He also is one of the great Gullivers as well, because he comes out to Hobbiton, i.e. New Zealand, and pre-match he stands next to Mark Richardson, Scotty Stevenson, and Frankie Mackay, and just towers over them. Every time.
What's the doco about? Is it just kind of general cricket chat, or?
Yeah, good question, Mashy. It's about the 1980 series where the West Indies came over, and of course they've made a documentary about that team, Fire in Babylon.
Is this the Sour Summer?
This is the Sour Summer.
Wow,
Paddles
okay.
called it the Sour Summer. You're absolutely right. And I found that quote. He was an interview with Richie Benno, and I put that in there with him. And it's funny. Richard Hadley, as he got older, he seemed to get younger. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's an interview of him in 1980, and he honestly looks like a retired veteran World War II fighter pilot in a leather jacket. And then he's sort of in the mid to late 80s, he kind of mellowed a bit into, okay, I'm only sort of 45 now.
Yeah.
And then he retired at age 40 when he was, I don't know, it seemed about 50. But he is. We resurrected some of that stuff. Obviously in that series, this is the thing, Mashy. For all the oldies, they know what happened, but that's where the famous Michael Holden kicking the stump out of the ground in Dunedin. It's one of the greatest sporting photos of all time. Came from that first test in Dunedin, which was a win to New Zealand, and then the next two tests were draws. But the one in Christchurch is where Colin Croft shoulder charge Fred Goodall, the umpire. So that was like major drama at the time, and people watching it, I was watching it as a kid, I just couldn't freaking believe it. I was like, holy shit, that is going down. But of course, I know today, I don't know, they definitely get taken out of the attack. I'm not sure maybe is there a red card in cricket?
There's you can send them from the field.
So I'd say they get sent from the field now.
Yeah.
He stayed on there.
Did they not walk off?
Well,
there was a walk-off at some stage.
They didn't come out of their changing room, and that was before the shoulder charge. Right. After tea, they were pissed off with a lot of the decisions, and they stayed in their changing room after tea for 11 minutes.
There's a classic photo that a photojournalist took. I don't know who it was, But I'll never forget it because there's a sign above the changing rooms that says players only.
Yeah.
But he'd taken the photo at such an angle that it just said play on, and it had the Kiwi team out in the field and no West Indian team.
Well, I was
quite an apt photo.
Find me that photo, G Lane, because I need to. Because I was looking for I thought there was an equally famous photo of Clive Lloyd, the West Indies captain, peering out of the dressing room, basically kind of looking to see, as if to say, we're not coming out.
Because
they had to send all the officials down to have basically a big peace talks in the middle of a test match.
Because their beef was
Fred Goodall. But the thing is,
famously would fire a lot of people, a lot of tourists.
I've looked at it. Fred Goodall, like even in that first test, Hadley got 7 LBWs.
Just let that wash over you.
He's one of the greatest of all time, though. Overall, in 2 innings, though, he got turned down a bit, Hadley. I watched the highlights. And the West Indies got their fair share as well.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so they got, in the first innings, I think their first innings, they got 4, which isn't too bad. It's not like they were... I just think that the thing with Goodall and a lot of his, and RIP, a lot of his contemporaries said he was fair, but he was firm, you know? So when he saw something, the way he gave people out was a real kind of death sentence.
Absolutely fire them.
Sent to the gallows.
Yeah.
Like
it would happen very quickly and very dramatically.
His arm was like, it was like that.
Yeah.
It was like, but pretty much piss off, you're out. And it was just a vibe. Like, I'm sure if he just held his finger up normally,
yes,
I don't think it would be the same response.
It was almost like he was sending you off, wasn't it? He was giving you the send-off.
Yeah, he's giving you the... He was, exactly, like a fast bowler giving you the send-off. It was from Fred Goodall. And the thing is, he did look to be enjoying it, but hey, you should enjoy your job.
And also, in later life, he was dealt more trauma when Jeremy Wells burst into a cubicle at the Basin Reserve members stand.
Yes.
And Fred Goodall, in his later dotage, forgot to lock the door.
Yeah.
And Jeremy came bursting in, late for commentary, threw the door open. You know when the door for a cubicle opens so hard, it bounces and comes back, hits the door and bounces back a second time? That's how hard he hit the door.
I know.
And umpire Fred Goodall was there with his trousers around his ankles.
Number 2s.
In the middle of his ablution.
Yeah.
It only happened to Wells.
So the thing is with Fred Goodall, we didn't dive into the doco. There's not enough time, Mashy, but the thing is, he was a massive polarising figure. There were songs written about it and stuff. I think McFarlane Gadsby did a song to the Cecilia, Cecilia. And it was like, Mr. Goodall, you're breaking my heart, and all sorts of stuff like. And it was
you're shaking my confidence there.
Yeah, exactly. And so, Mr. Goodall, I'm down on my knees.
I'm begging you, please
give him out. Yeah, so it was. I tried to find that song, couldn't find. I even phoned David McPhail's son, Matt McPhail, who works in TV, and I was like, "Have you got any of your dad's old videos? Because I know that song exists." So massive drama then, and actually out of that tour, there were quite a few sort of sponsorships. I think even Colin Croft got, because even though he was the villain, he might have got a sponsorship. There was kind of like some kind of deodorant, and then a line of budget cricket bats, the Cossack Driver, I think they were called, and there was. So, but the point being is that the West Indies came over as the number 1 side in the world. They'd just beaten Australia. Okay, no Viv Richards. That's the big asterisk there because he had to go home. He had a bad back, but New Zealand beat them at their peak, and minus Viv. But it didn't make that documentary Fire in Babylon. They completely ignored it. So I feel like part of this documentary is the missing chapter. And speaking of chapters, I needed photos from books because it's really hard finding old footage, Like I feel like there's it hasn't been preserved well enough by whoever the guardians are of the tapes. It's bloody hard to find. I mean, it's not that long ago when you consider that you can watch frickin' Gone with the Wind in Technicolor.
That's true.
That's 1930s. And you're fucking scrounging around for 1980s cricket coverage? What's going on in this world?
That tour didn't fit the Fires in Babylon script, though, did it? That's why it was left off.
Of course not. Yeah. No, it didn't. It didn't. Like, they wanted to say these people were amazing.
And they were.
And holy shit, they were.
It's one of the great docos, that fight. Have you seen Fire in Babylon?
Yeah,
It's one of the greats.
It's awesome. Well, it was one of the first recommendations you made to me when starting at the ACC, yeah.
I enjoyed it as a sports fan, and I love a good sports doco, but I was just going,
Where's New Zealand?
Where's New Zealand? When are you going to approach it? Surely it's worth a mention. One sentence would have made me okay about that documentary.
And particularly what happened with Croft and Goodall.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, part of the reason why, no one really wanted to stir up a hornet's nest. This documentary is funded by New Zealand Cricket. They're mates with West Indies Cricket. They want to, foster good relations. Yeah. But in the end, you can't talk about that series without all the controversy, without that amazing photo. Michael Holding, if you're out there, not Michael Holding if you're out there, listeners, if you're out there, go and Google Michael Holding kicking stump. You'll know the photo. Yes. But it's also, find me a better sports photo of a heated moment. It's like just incredible, so that was something. And I think I'm not sure I fully remembered that from when I was a kid, but I did remember the Colin Croft shoulder charge. That was indelible in my memory.
Radio live from the Export Beer Garden Studio. This is the agenda for Friday, the 28th of November.
The Agenda Podcast, the home of sporting nonsense and claptrap. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
On today's show, Ish Sodhi goes full Degeneration X, ranking the 2026 Super Rugby jerseys, and also Boony's 52 can story has a little bit of a development. Let's start with Ish Sodhi. I'm not sure if you saw this, boys, but he scored a ton yesterday.
Yeah,
in the Plunkett Shield.
Northern Districts.
Yeah.
4-dayer, was it?
Yeah.
He plays for Canterbury. Excuse me, not Northern District.
Yeah, he's one of the who's taken flight.
What the hell? He's from Papatoetoe. That's basically just scraping into Northern Districts.
No, he
saw the light.
We don't choose locals, you know this.
He's part of the great flight down to Canterbury along with Daryl Mitchell and Kyle Jamieson.
Yeah. Losing son of a Mitch was tough because his dad is a Waikato legend.
Yes.
He is Chiefs mana till he dies.
Yeah.
Have you seen the way he celebrates when Waikato or the Chiefs win on social media? He is all about it.
Yeah.
He's named after Daryl Halligan. That's Johnny Mitch's old teammate. Yeah,
Chook. Why didn't he call him Chook?
We should.
We should call him Chook, son of Chook. I saw the celebration. It's one of the greats. He drops everything, like the helmet and the bat.
I'm just having a look at it here, McOnie. That's not going to help, but a real scratchy shot to bring it up, and then drops
everything.
And then
what is that celebration? I don't understand it.
And then hands to the sky.
And then does the pew pew from the groin.
Oh, he does too.
Yeah. That's a doggies.
Yeah, the pew pew.
Suck on these ones.
So he does a Brotown pew pew.
Yeah, pew pew from there, yeah.
So
or a doggies.
Yeah. What's the doggies? Is that what the doggies do?
The doggies, like that.
Ish needs to open the betting, I think, moving forward.
It's the wrestling, it's the Triple H Degeneration X.
Right, okay, good, thank you.
DX
I needed some explanation. Thank you, Joe.
That's good stuff. It's better than a David Warner leap in the air.
Did you see Chris Lynn, of all people, commented on our video of this on the ACC saying, build the man a statue. God, he's your favourite cricketer's favourite cricket player, isn't he?
He is. Even when he was in the IPL, he's like freestyle rapping with all these guys. But also forcing all these superstars to act like human beings is Ish Sodhi's main superpower.
Fucking love it.
So I can't remember was his teammate Virat or one of the big sort of superstars, and he's there kind of come on, very rarely. Let's do it. We're from South Auckland. Let's do it. Raise your arms.
Very rarely do you never hear a bad word about an athlete, and I don't think I've ever heard one person say anything even remotely cynical about Ish Sodhi as a man. He seems like such a great New Zealander. The haircut could do with some work, Ish.
I quite like the haircut.
You like the cockatoo he's running?
I quite the cockatoo haircut because he's a big twitcher. He's a big bird fan.
Yeah,
big bird watcher.
And he's a big tall man, so he needs a decent haircut on him because he's tall. You know?
And I quite like the cockatoo.
So he can bat?
Well, he's always been able to bat a little. He's always been down the order at 8 or 9, and he plays T20 specialist.
Yeah.
And when you're at 8 or 9 in T20, you're either out there trying to close an innings or you're trying to set a total, so you're swinging.
Yeah.
And he's not a complete mupp when it comes to batting, so I'm not surprised he's got a first class. Oh, has he? Is that his first ton?
And you don't.
Yeah, maiden first.
He's got a few fitties.
And you don't fluke a ton, really, do you? We all know that.
Got a few fitties.
So. Oh, well, good shit, Ish. God, he's a great New Zealander.
Is this the biggest thing that's happened to Plunkett Shield in years? is him doing a pew pew from his.
Yeah,
from
I think this might be the biggest thing
Yeah.
that's ever happened in
Yeah.
Plunkett Shield. Yeah.
It's great because Glenn Phillips was bowling, and you can see in the video Glenn Phillips just absolutely pissing himself when Sodhi celebrates. And
That's good stuff.
So Jeff Lawson, who was involved and was apparently the official scorekeeper of David Boon's infamous 52 beers situation.
Yes.
We're all familiar with the story,
Yeah.
how he, set one of Aussie's greatest records, in which he smashed 52 beers allegedly on a flight. Turns out that it wasn't just beers. Apparently, mixed strength alcohol did come into the equation. He's come out and was this an interview that he did, or is this just a written thing?
Nah, he did an interview. He did some wounding podcast, I think. In
who's this?
In the UK, Jeff Lawson.
What's he trying to say? I remember Jeff Lawson.
No, what he's trying to say is that he's just clarifying that the 52 drinks that David Boon had from the Sydney to London infamous flight that weren't all beers. It was a mixture of drinks, from gins to spirits to, and you can imagine they give you quite small cups on the
Back then
planes.
they did.
Yeah, so I don't think Jeff needed to weigh in on this legend
He
because
should have left it.
the legend is it's 52 beers, and everyone still talks about that as some sort of legend. Now he's come along and he thinks he's probably doing a favour by saying he didn't drink. All he's done now is sully the whole thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if Boone had drunk 20 little gin and tonics, and then 32 beers, that changes a lot for me.
So Big Jeff Lawson said it was a whole lot of different drinks, lots of beer, a few spirits, but I recorded every drink's alcohol content. One of my biggest regrets of my career is that I've written this all down on the back of a white sick bag, but left it on the plane. It would have been one of the greatest pieces of memorabilia in Australian sporting history. Imagine having that in your collection.
he was counter. He's the official counter.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, then we have to bow to Jeff Lawson. I mean, at this point I was just going, why, like you say, why sully it? But now I'm going, okay, he was the official scorekeeper.
Yeah.
The scorecard counts for something.
Yeah, and it was quite interesting how he arrived in London. Did you hear how he arrived in London? They had all the bags on a trolley, and then David Boon was on top of all the bags of one of the trolleys, fast asleep, and they just drove him through, wheeled him through customs, and onto the bus. Great times.
Did he get on this flight, Boony, to do this? Do we know? Or was this just a regular occurrence, and then about halfway through the flight we were like, hang on, we better start getting the sick bag
so
out
the story
down.
The story is that there was a previous
record,
Aussie guy, can't remember his name, but he did 44, and then Rodney Marsh, the next time they did the trip, beat it
Correct.
doing 45.
Okay.
And so then this is in the late 80s, and David Boone's like, nah, fuck that, I'm going to beat that.
That's
Yeah.
right.
52.
That's right. There were the previous records. Joe Jury, absolutely correct there. Roddy Marsh, but also was there someone like that? Was it Len Pascoe or someone? I don't know. But it feels like they were definitely 70s guys. I mean, before that they were catching ships.
Yeah.
They were definitely.
Who
Who knows what the
definitely
record?
beating that.
Don Bradman's like you.
Pussies.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
did 900.
Who's drinking
that.
Who's drinking the most beers in the Black Caps currently, you reckon? If we were to put someone up for...
Oh, it's a good question.
if we had to kind of nominate someone to do this and try and at least get close to what, 40 or
Okay,
something?
let's go down the batting order. You've got Devon Conway and Will Young. I'm looking at his test team here.
Not looking great so
no.
far.
Kane Williamson.
I feel like there's Nathan Smith.
Oh, he looks like he'd
Yeah.
smash a few.
He
You're right.
looks like he'd be keen, and I would have also said TikTok Tickner.
oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But mainly more because I reckon he'd be able to hold it.
Who's
better
in your
than
boat
most.
race team? Okay.
Or
You
Tickner.
You got 5 people in your boat race
This
team.
is a better question, yeah.
Who's in your team? Your Tickner's your anchor man.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think Matt Henry.
Henry will buff one.
I think he'd buff one.
Yeah.
He looks after himself though, but he'd buff one. I think Tommy Latham, and I think Mitchell Satner because he's good at everything.
I think because of his elasticity, he's an open throater.
Yeah, just a shock
Yeah.
open throat out
Yeah.
of nowhere.
Yeah, and you're like,
Holy
can't
shit.
everyone
What
do
else?
that?
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean, where did that come from? I've
Yeah.
always done that. Yeah.
So you got Tickner, Smith, Satner, Henry, and then yourself. So that's you. Is that your 5?
What about
In
the
your boat
Beast?
Oh, the beast.
Oh, Brace, he's got big hands, isn't he?
He's got a big Cheshire cat mouth on him as well.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well, if you're looking at big mouths, Glenn Phillips.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big mouth.
Which nation is going to win a boat race when it comes to
Well,
test,
you've got Travis
test
Head
playing
and
nations?
Travis
yeah.
Head and Mitchell Marsh are going to really lead the way for Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're putting a few boys on their back. And
Yeah, and then you got Boland. Boland looks like he
he'd sing one.
He could leave a few.
Okay, it is going to be Aussie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, the English are doing some good work at the moment. We know that they like a cider a night before an ODI dead rubber.
That's true. That is true.
Is it okay to wish that an Aussie cricketer was a Kiwi? I feel like Scott Boland would have been a great New Zealander.
So would Travis Head.
And Travis Head.
Those two would have been great
Travis
for
Head.
us, actually.
They would have been perfect. They would have slotted in just nicely.
Yeah.
Middle order stick
Yeah.
and an opening bowler.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And Boland wouldn't have had to wait as long to get a chance either.
No, he would have just gone straight into the team.
Speaking of beers, though, boys.
Yep.
This weekend, McOnie, I don't think you're as involved in this, probably too much your delight. As for you and me, G Lane,
Yes.
we are playing in one hell of an event tomorrow.
Yeah, the SoBeer Kiwi Pong World Series is tomorrow.
Holy shit.
So there's $10,006 cash up for grabs for the first place, and we are entering. And I'm serious, Mashy. We need to try and win this 10 grand.
Can I get this on record as I'm going for this?
Yeah, because if we win,
we're chasing this 10 grand down.
so we've got a team. There's over 100 teams have entered, and it's going to be at the sweatshop starting at midday tomorrow.
we're going to get knocked
10,000 winner takes all. Hodaki have put in Manaya and Keezy. They will fight. They'll be bitter. They'll be like...
By round 3, they'll be scrapping each other.
Yeah, they'll be scrapping each
they're
other.
going to be living in each other's head rent free, so we don't have to worry about them, but there are 99 other teams that we might have to worry about.
Yeah, it's great to see the different tactics. So we've done a number of these in the past.
Yeah.
And this is... that's why it's $10,006, because we try and make it the biggest prize ever. There's two ways of doing this. Teams turn up in fancy dress. It's great. It's like the Sevens.
Yep.
90% of the room just get on the beers.
Fuck
now, obviously, with the pong, you don't drink. It's full of water. You just drink between your rounds. So 90% are on the beers and having a great time. Then there's 10% who want to win the 10 grand and are completely sober.
They're there for fucking business,
they're
mate.
there to win. And what happens every year is a sober team makes the final and a wasted team makes the final.
Oh, wow.
And the crowd turn on the sober team.
You're so
and
right.
there's like
boo.
there's like 200 people screaming and yelling for the dude who's like swaying with the ball. And the crowd, and then
Even now,
and
I'm going for him.
And the sober team just get it like boo, like all the way through their shots. They just get booed. It's hilarious.
Does the sober team usually win?
Usually do, but a couple of years ago, a wasted team won, and it was absolute scenes. The table got tipped over, the whole crowd came. There was absolute pandemonium.
Straight to the Cass.
Shit, that's good.
Straight to the Cass.
So what are you going to dress as?
Well, we're representing the ACC, so we're going in the jackets.
Might put the black flap on.
Okay, that's good. Because I feel like Manaya and Keezy, there's a bit of skill there. Because, they're both they're ballers. They're basketballers. But the problem, I think, with Keezy, because he's got some skill, is that any miss will be wounding for him.
Yeah, and also
he'll be inside his own head as well.
You can get inside his head pretty easily.
Yeah.
So I think that's what'll happen there.
And an event this long is it ebbs and flows as well. You've got to go through these high phases to get through these low phases. So if he's not able to mentally kind of withstand these, relentless misses that will come,
he needs to bounce back. And there'll be a lot of chat about his meat patty nips. There's a lot of Keezy chat out there.
bit of honker chat,
bit of honker, bit of backbone.
Yeah,
My wife.
What if he pulls a hammy?
He might pull a hammy and get
Oh,
chop it.
no.
He might chop it out with a sore hammy.
Do you know what? That Keezy's hammy, I couldn't look at him for days, and I ghosted him. Apart from just going, that was piss poor. He wanted sympathy because I feel like I'm sort of Keezy's dad in some ways.
Yeah,
I'm his media dad, and I wasn't happy about the hammy pull.
Well, the fact that he didn't even pull it.
What was it?
Well, because he played golf the next day and was walking around normally.
Okay, I'm not. All I want to do is actually see that race again. Like I want to see it full octane, high octane.
I'm disappointed
rematch
because I was pretty confident I would mow down the toothpick legs of Jason Hoyt.
Forgetting you were involved with the final.
I was angry.
Back straight.
It's like Miss Piggy versus Kermit the Frog.
I said I would only enter if I am last and I'm racing Jason Hoyt, so I can run that little toothpick down.
And the race was over at that point, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh God.
Come here, frog!
Come here, frog!
So yes, tomorrow Kiwi Pong World Series. You can live stream the final of that, I believe, which G Lane and I will be playing in.
Yeah. So and commentating at the same time. So yeah, the final's about 4:00, I believe. Hopefully earlier because I've got to go and run the gambling hole at the Vauxhall Primary School golf day.
Oh, sweet! The gambling hole at the local primary school golf day.
Hey, it's for the kids.
Take Sobeer gummies after a night out. Wake up fresh. Wake up Sobeer.
They're good. You know what? You know how there's all these hangover things, and they come in giant pills.
Yep.
This is great because they're little gummies. So you just nail them.
Yeah, I was looking for an after dinner treat the other night, and it was the only thing we had in the house. And I whipped back a couple of Sobeers.
Yeah.
Delish.
Sobear, the Sobeers.
And I've just been I enjoyed a new export
Crush
lemon, and it was a perfect shandy. And get one in your handy.
What I'd recommend with that,
the ultimate shandy.
I don't recommend this, is chuck a shot of vodka in there. So put it into a glass, bit of lemon, ice, shot of vodka.
This G Lane's turning another one into another loss, as you can hear.
It's another loss. It's another loss for G Lane. Wandering around the streets of Devonport.
The pineapple one's good though as well. It tastes like a fruit juice in a can.
Yeah, I love a fruit juice.
If you're a bit if you've got a sweeter tooth.
Yeah, the pineapple. But again, maybe do, maybe not, with a bit of vodka in there.
Hey, are we going to do weather chat? Because it was so hot yesterday, I went and bought a fruit juice, and it's one of the few times I went mango,
Yeah, good choice.
Mango.
Yeah.
Mango's become a big part of the community now.
Yeah.
Like, because the mango lassi in an Indian restaurant is a bloody go-to, I tell you. And then a lot of cafes are going with running with a mango smoothie as well now.
Yeah.
How do you feel about a mango chicken? Is it mango chicken? It's a curry.
The cold mango chicken salad's quite good.
Oh, it's a mango chicken's a South Island curry that I think is another. It's because
what is wrong with the South Island? Your culinary taste buds are disgusting.
It's an exotic butter chicken.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Chicken.
Yeah, what is going on?
You need to do your South Island 12 Days of Christmas. You and Big Sandy's and Radio Hodaki. And Omanai's a South Islander as well. Holy crap.
I know, they're taking over.
But apparently that was a record-breaking day in Auckland yesterday. 27 degrees, the hottest recorded day in November in Auckland. Well, this is what Wells was spouting on this morning for about 3 hours.
It proved popular. Pubs were rammed. People just flocked to pubs.
You got the Takapuna Surf Club last night?
I went to the Surf Club, which we're hosting the Super Bowl function at next year. Details to come.
Oh, yeah, a bit of a teaser there.
At the Takapuna Surf Club.
You'll be getting a VIP invite, McOnie.
Yeah. I'd hope so. Super Bowl is a great day. You need the basics, though. You need your hot dogs. You need your nachos.
Yes, they've got all that.
Okay.
Yeah, and TVs, which is quite important.
Good.
Yeah, we have overlooked that in the past.
Yeah, in the past, the venue we went to didn't have the footage and coverage of the game in which 300 people turned out to watch, which was an issue.
Yeah, people don't love that.
Yeah, and at halftime there was a walkout.
You were hot spotting your phone.
There was a walkout. There were glasses being smashed, and potentially one of the worst events I've ever been involved in.
But the game will be there.
The game will be on at Takapuna Surf Club. I've been there. I was there last night doing a recce. I'm going to do a recce every Thursday for Handle Club, just to make sure.
They've got ESPN.
Let's take a break and we'll come back and review some Super Rugby jerseys, eh? Oh, before we touch on these new Super Rugby jerseys that have been released, also you can head along to supermarkets now, pick yourself up one of the Leader NZ and the ACC collaborations, I suppose is what it is. You've got those toppers in there, G Lane, with your dome right on the front of them.
There's no picture of me.
No,
surely
it's
not.
just the ACC
logo. Now grab a tray of Leader toppers in the frozen section of your local supermarket. Buy them. Scan the QR code, and you're in the draw to win $5,000 cash.
Too easy
to top up your summer.
I'll be smashing those post Kiwi Pong, I imagine.
Can I just comment on the jerseys?
Yes.
You've got the Super Rugby jerseys being released.
It's not great for an audio audience, but
describe them well. I'll give you. Chiefs look exactly the same.
Okay.
The Chiefs is very similar.
Done.
Looks good.
Blues have gone a bit retro, back to the 90s.
They've gone with the Fitzy Jonah jersey, so I think it's probably fair to mention those two because they were sort of gone from the Blues when the jerseys changed.
Yeah.
So that was day one, really, Blues jersey.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued to see how they translate to the new polyester blend that we now see in modern sports jerseys. I feel like that one on the left there, which is the white top half, the more retro looking one with the darker blue down the bottom, and then the green NIB. That feels like the type of jersey that's supposed to have a really high thread count. If you get wet, you'll sink to the bottom of the pull in. And then also you've got like the more fitted sleeves. I think this retro thing is interesting and I like that we're doing it, but at the same time it's weird seeing retro jerseys fit like these skin tight little spandex numbers.
But they're retro, but the Chiefs aren't.
No, yours is the same. I mean, the Crusaders have had a shit, if I'm being honest.
The Crusaders look terrible. They look like bad. They look like someone would wear that to the V8s.
It's a last man stands uniform.
V8 supercars.
Hey,
Hey,
they're trying to do Alps, aren't they? But it looks like they've got a W.
Is that
a
what
W?
that is?
Yeah.
They're the Alps.
it's not the Alps.
For God's sake,
In
it
the middle,
probably
it is
is.
the Alps.
It's like a bat.
Oh,
It's a Southern Alps. It's what
It's
they've
Southern
had
Alps, mate.
previously. I think the Highlanders come away with the win.
The
there.
Landers have won. Although the Hurricanes, by going with that, I do like that they've had another stab at the 90s jersey.
Yeah.
And I think they've got a better. It looks like they've reconfigured the stripes.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's more in proportion and true to the 90s. It's the one that's mainly sort of black with the yellow up
Yes.
top.
On the shoulders,
and
yeah.
on the shoulders around the chest.
Question for you, James McOnie. We discussed this yesterday, Meshy and I, and Joe Jury, around our favourite retro Canterbury jersey. You know, the old school Canterbury rugby jersey, and whether it was the ugly one with the 4 different quarters, just the big cotton thread.
Oh, right. Are
yeah.
you talking about Canterbury clothing?
No,
Yes.
Canterbury clothing. Yeah, the old school. You know, the old school All Black jersey, which had the white collar.
Don't really have a favourite Canterbury
No,
jersey.
no. You looked at me like you wanted to kill me. I was like, hear me out.
Okay.
Canterbury clothing. Anyway, like, you know, the old school rugby jerseys that
Yes.
everyone used to wear to university.
Yeah, the
The white
uglies.
collar, the
uglies.
uglies, yeah,
The
yeah,
uglies.
yeah. And then you'd pair those with a triple C pair of stubbies
Two-tone.
as well.
The two-tone.
that have the 2 colours on them.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
that what they were called, the 2 tones back then?
Yeah.
Do you know,
Okay,
I
right.
almost I think I've kept one of my uglies because the configuration was fantastic. Like, it was just a great mixture.
Yeah.
Like one square, because they were in quarters. One square was maroon with a kind of thin blue stripe, and then on the back there was like a green and white, almost Manawatu vibes.
Yep.
So it was just so opposite that all 4 quarters.
Yeah.
That I kept it because I felt like it was actually a piece of art, and maybe I'll contact Te Papa and say, hey, do you want the ultimate ugly jersey from the Canterbury selection?
If you see an ugly jersey paired with a pair of red bands in the wild in
Oh, yeah.
2025, you just
I think we should
it's
bring them
almost
back.
climax-inducing.
I think we should bring them back.
Well, let's do a Fossick and a rummage around and see what people have got, because we could actually have a nice some kind of gallery, or could we have an exhibition of them?
I think,
I
why
mean,
not?
why not?
Shirt chat instead of bat chat.
Did they sponsor actual rugby jerseys back in the day?
Yeah,
they did.
they were the only ones.
Because it was the All. I think of their logo on the All Blacks.
Yeah.
The early All Black polos and stuff.
Yeah, they were the only ones for a very long time.
Just for our socials, boys, would you mind doing the official agenda ranking of the new Super Rugby season jerseys, if that's okay?
Can I go first?
Can you start at number 5? Who is the worst?
Crusaders.
Crusaders coming in at number 5. You agree with that, McOnie?
Yeah, unfortunately, I think the Crusaders, just because it's not as good as previous years, and they've had some brilliant years in recent history.
Yep.
Then I'm going to have to go Chiefs because they haven't really changed much.
Chiefs have stuck to their knitting, but it's
Yeah.
hard to rank them low.
Yeah.
I mean, Chiefs are my favourite jersey.
Is that new? Have they got a whare in the middle there? Is there a
It
marae
does look
or
like a marae.
Yeah, they've got a whare nui in there. Yeah, that's it. There's a whare nui, so they have actually.
Okay, well, there you go.
There's some adjustment there. Chiefs
Okay.
are my number 1.
Okay, Chiefs are your number 1, though. Your number 4, Lane. And then 3?
I'm going to go the
Hurricanes is all right, eh?
Blues at 3.
Blues
Hurricanes
at 3.
2. Oh, we're putting the Highlanders second.
Highlanders 1? Or
Chief-
not?
Chiefs 1, Highlanders second, Hurricanes third, Blues fourth, Canterbury
Yeah,
last.
that's fine.
That is fucking
That's fine.
disgusting that Chiefs have won
That's
that.
terrible. Don't put that on social. It's not going to pop off. But I do think that in terms of the one effort jersey, I do think that for some reason that Hurricanes jersey, the retro one, just it pops off.
That's
that
the year they won, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
No, they
won-
didn't.
did
They
they
didn't
win
do
one
anything in
title?
the 90s. Well, they won in 2015 or 16, or was one of all
Was that when they were wearing those?
What is the blue?
2016.
What's the blue in the Hurricanes? What is that?
Oh, yeah, the blue stripes.
Wanganui?
Oh.
I don't know. I'm struggling here. Okay, Joe Jury.
If you'd kept a straight face, he would
Yeah, I
have.
would've
He would have
believed it.
taken the bait.
100%.
I think it was. In the early years, there would have been a couple of Wanganui. It would have been important to have those colours represented, but they didn't go anywhere near Manawatu, though, did they?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
They should have a Central Vikings alternate strip
Vikings.
as
The
the
orange.
Hurricanes.
The orange.
The orange.
All I think of as a Vikings is Mark Ramby. their first big signing.
Is that Blues vertical stripe one? Is that new or old? What's the story there?
Their away one?
That looks like Auckland FC.
Yeah, it does look like a football jersey.
It's Auckland Aces from the 90s.
Oh my
It
god,
is
it
Auckland
is.
Aces. It's Aces. Yeah, it's Auckland Aces. Thank you, Joe Jerry. It's crickety vibes.
From the HRV Cup or the Georgie Pie Super Smashes.
But I'm just trying
As
to.
Matt Heath called it yesterday.
Yeah. So do we? Carl Budge, new CEO.
Of what? Of the Blues.
Yeah, the Blues. We need to.
The budgie smuggler.
Yeah. Fine young man. Young CEO. I don't know how old he is, but he's but it's actually kind of a good move for Carl. He's worked in sport. He's done tennis.
He was Mr. Tennis for years.
And he was Mr. Sail GP as well. And when he was Mr. Tennis, he's bringing some big names to Auckland. Then Sail GP, and now he's landed at the Blues. And he grew up in Pukekohe, around there. So back then that was Blues country. He's a Blues guy, and I think we give him some honest feedback about his jerseys.
Is he related to Dale Budge?
Yes, brother.
Ah,
Brother of Budgie.
Radio Sports shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Radio Sports. So
RIP.
November's about to end, fellas, which means Movember is about to end. And,
Yep.
of course, we've been on the hunt for the last man stands or cricket team with the best moustaches, G Lane.
Yeah, the Mo Show. So if your team has been growing a moustache, grab a photo this weekend or next week when you're playing again, and fire it through to directly DM to our socials, Instagram or Facebook, because we've got this Kookaburra gear bag here, which I didn't quite realise how much kit you were going to get. You're basically 2 sets of brand new pads, 2 bats. There's a kahuna in there as well, brand new Kookaburra bats, gloves, helmets, boxes, everything.
Holy shit, that's a prize.
For your team next year. Plus, we're going to provide some beverages for your end of year function as well. So get those in, last chance this week, and next week at the LMS Mo Show, get your team moustache photos together.
Before we go, I know it says in the script you've got something to say, Mashy, but what's going on with New Zealand cricket and this Rebel League? You were talking about it yesterday?
Yeah, you need to tune into the BYC podcast.
Right. It's heading up.
Dylan Cleaver has had a number of sources in there, and he explains it way better than I can ever can around.
No, not to be confused with condiments.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, that can happen.
around what's happening with this letter that got sent to the ICC from the New Zealand Cricket Board that didn't include the CEO, claiming that there wasn't a hostile takeover of New Zealand cricket, there wasn't a rebel league. But they don't know where the term rebel league came from.
Probably us.
No, certainly not. No, it was certainly New Zealand cricket that someone said that. And he explains it's a bit of a mess at the moment.
Where's the money coming from?
For this NZ20?
Yeah.
Well, it's mainly private investors, which they've lined up, and no doubt a bit of Indian money as well. But the associations will be invested in the teams, as will New Zealand cricket. Yeah. And because they talk about the Rebel League, it's far from Rebel when every major association is involved, and they'll only be able to do it with the blessing of New Zealand cricket.
Well, so it sort of makes sense to me because they need visibility for that Super Smash. It is actually a good competition when you watch it, but no one's watching. So whoever is in charge of those associations realises that the live event is dying. So it needs something like how the Caribbean Premier League has sort of sprouted out, and it just shows that and the Big Bash, IPL, that other countries can have decent leagues that attract a bit of buzz, but also time of year is massive, and they need to sort of work that out as well in New Zealand.
January is what they're looking at.
Yeah,
window.
I mean, that's okay. I actually think that those games they have over Christmas in the holiday spots, that's good. That works, but nothing else does really. I mean, I guess you could probably argue that a Wellington Boxing Day test is probably the one venue that could handle it, maybe, or maybe the Mount. But to be honest, they just need to do that, whatever they have to do with that in that holiday period, and then focus, because they must be slightly miffed or pissed off or whatever at seeing that the biggest cricket event in New Zealand is the Black Clash, and also. It also gets so much buzz. You look online, everyone's freaking tweeting about the bloody Black Clash. And
Shane Watson.
It's a shared experience moment, and that's what cricket used to have. So whatever they do next has to really emulate what the Black Clash has done. I know it's an ACC event, and people say, I'm biased. I'm not. I don't go to the Black Clash. No one invites me. Fuck you, G Lane. No, it's not. It's a TVNZ event, so
yeah,
hey,
absolutely, yeah, and well, that's because it's fan focused. It's basically a product. It's an entertainment product first and foremost. The cricket is terrible.
Yeah.
Like if you're a cricket purist, the Black Clash is a tough watch. If you go in with it thinking this is just an entertainment product, it's great. It's perfect.
Yeah.
But also the NZ20, I quite like the fact that it'll just be franchises. So for example, it'll be Auckland, Tauranga, Waikato, Wellington, Queenstown, whatever. It won't be Northern Districts. That means nothing to anybody.
No.
The fact Central Districts is the centre of the North Island, skips Wellington, top of the South Island.
Yeah, it's weird.
And then Northern Districts is Northland, skip Auckland, Waikato Bay of Plenty. That's like fucking so weird.
It is weird.
So that makes no sense. So that's what I quite like. I quite like that part of it. But if you want to hear Dylan Cleaver, he's got sources, he's got all sorts. And if you subscribe,
he's actually quite saucy as well.
Yeah, he is quite saucy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If you
underrated
sauce, yeah, he's packing as well. If you, as we found out at the Radio Awards. He wore very tight pants.
Tight beige chino.
He wore a tight chino and he sat on the couch
beige
and
chinos.
it sent some of the staff a flutter. They had to leave the room. They couldn't,
Really? Is that?
they couldn't deal with that. He's now known as
the meat cleaver.
The meat cleaver,
The
yeah.
meat cleaver, wow.
Yeah, anyway, if you subscribe to The Bounce, you'll hear all about this. Or tune into the BYC podcast and you'll hear the latest on that, James.
Do they also cover the beige chino that he wore in the 2022?
I haven't actually, to his face, I haven't covered off the
No,
chino.
neither have I. And now that we're talking about it behind the
I
microphone,
think he
he
needs the right of reply.
Yeah.
I know he played rugby with Jason Holland back in the day, I think, in Massey and that. So maybe if you get an interview with Jason,
okay.
We'll talk to
you
Jason
might be able to
about
find out
the shower situation, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a lot of shower cubicles back in those days. So
No,
they
so
definitely.
they would have copped an eyeful.
Okay.
Let's take a break and come back with some yours, pleases.
Yours, please. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
Oh yeah, this is the part of the show where we get to respond to a few questions or statements that you have at home. If you want to send one in, please just hit that microphone button on the iHeartradio app.
Before you hit the microphone button, can you, goddamn it, if you're on iHeartRadio, can you hit the goddamn preset button as well while you're there?
Yep.
Please?
Good boy.
Thank you.
Check those internal KPIs. First one, yours, please.
Yours, please.
Yours, hey.
It's time to go racing with Matt Heath's Motorsport Corner with special guest Mania. His hot takes on motor games. Is it real or is it surreal?
Yeah, that's good.
Is that a drunk Joe Jury?
They can do it 2 a.m.
That's in response to the new Matt Heath F1 Corner. Let's be clear, Matt Heath is not into motorsport. He's into Formula One. He's watched Drive to Survive. He's now got a partner who is in love with Charles Leclerc and Formula One. So he is now, by proxy, he is pretty much Martin fucking Brundle.
Yeah, he's watched. And that's the thing. He's got drag kicking and screaming into it. It's not like of his own volition. He should be doing Baseball Corner because he could actually do Shohei Ohtani
But
corner.
we do want
say
listeners of this podcast.
Now
we do because every time he does a Baseball Corner, we get inundated with complaints.
Tell you who likes baseball, John Wright.
Well,
So all the cricketers love their baseball.
Do you know what? We've suggested this before, and Dylan Cleaver's been a part of it, and we wanted to launch a separate podcast called Fuckwit Soup, in which they go off and just talk baseball. Him, Cleaver, and
Fuckwit Soup. I'd listen to that.
But we can't do it on the
I
agenda.
get the feeling I get invited quite early in the season to
Fuckwit Soup.
Yeah.
So if that contributor could maybe just reach out with a sting for the new Fuckwit Soup podcast.
Fuckwit Soup baseball podcast. But let's be clear, it's Matt Heath's Motorsport. It's F1 Corner. He's not interested in V8s. He's not interested in IndyCar. He's not interested in rally. Nothing else.
He's got himself a hot girlfriend, and now he'll do anything she wants.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine. It's understandable. Okay.
Happens to the best of us.
He's almost turning into Charles Leclerc a little bit. His haircut and everything.
Yeah.
And his tan.
Do you think that maybe she's just kind of looking through his Instagram and then going, you know what, let's maybe
I think
let's take that lid,
she
put it
makes
over
him.
there.
She's painting him at night.
Yeah, I think she's bought a full Ferrari F1 gear, and makes him dress up.
Yeah, nice.
Charles Leclerc.
They've got one of those kids' beds that has, like those race car beds that you can get that have got the headboards that are built to, with the speakers and everything.
I love those race car beds.
I was always jealous. I was always jealous of kids who had one of those.
When I saw that, I was like, "This it happened way too late in my life." The race car bed. I'm like, that would have been frickin' perfect, you bastard.
Still time. You can
Still time, James.
If you ran a race car bed now, McOnie, that'd bring me so much joy.
People would say understandable.
It's a real panty dropper, that one.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
You take a lady home to your race car bed, mate.
Well, especially my panties, because I'd be sleeping in it. And the one thing I'd say is don't tease G Lane. You need to make fuckwit soup. You can't just go out there and say, "Oh, we're going to do this thing."
Okay, well, we'll fucking do it then.
Maybe
we'll make fuckwit soup.
Like a pilot or something
Fuckwit
like
soup
that.
featuring John Wright, James McOnie, Dylan Cleaver. And
Don't throw the great John Wright in there straight away.
well, he's too late.
Fucking
He's
hell.
part of the soup.
Okay.
We can change it to a chowder.
Next
Fuckwit
one.
chowder.
Okay, go.
Yours, please.
Hey fellas,
Get him in.
Gilly, 6'1", 90 kgs,
Nice.
Good rig.
fullback
Good specs. Good
from the
specs.
poo. Yep, Waipu, get to see that
Nice.
little beautiful horizon every time we come over. Those bringies coming
Oh,
over.
yeah.
Yep, Highland Games on the 31st. Uproar when that changed from the 1st. Who would have thought? P-Barn, great little spot for a beer. G Lane, next time you're out, round of golf,
Nice.
beats Barn.
Nice. Well, I'm on the Great New Zealand Tee Off at the moment, which, if you want to be part of that, text T to 3236. Is a couple hundred tee times available on Trade Me, and I'm leading the bid on the Waipu golf course. Carts included for a 4-ball.
Waipu, great course.
Yeah, great course. This is in reference to our drive over the Brynderwins there.
I was asking why they so kind of kilt focused in Waipu, McOnie. I'm not sure if you've seen when you drive through Waipu, there's a few signs saying "Welcome to Waipu," and there's always someone with a bag.
There's a Highland gentleman.
Yeah,
with
it's right. Yeah,
bagpipes.
it's famous. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it turns, but I'm also up that way for New Year's, and I currently don't have any New Year's plans. So if someone's going to tell me that the Highland Games in Waipu are a good New Year's Eve festivity,
I
then
think
sing out.
Is it not the 31st of November?
Oh, I thought it was the 31st of December.
No, it's 31st of December. It's New Year's Eve.
See, this is what I'm saying,
New
G Lane.
Year's Eve
Is maybe
Highland
I should,
shindig.
Maybe I should go
There
check out
is
the
no
Highland Games.
31st in November.
I'd fit right in there as a ginge.
You would as a gent.
Hey,
So I know-
ginge, I'll be
I
right
know-
at home. Joe Jerry, shall we hit the Waipu fucking Highland Games for New Year's Eve?
Already there.
Already there.
I know
Okay.
what he's saying because most festivals do. So there's a lot of New Year's Day with people sort of dangerously hungover wandering around, except for the wood choppers or whatever. You
Yeah.
have to stay a little bit on task. But like in Carfair, they have a regatta, old whaleboats rowing regatta, wood chopping, the works. It's pretty cool. But it's always been New Year's Day, and I feel like that's what he's complaining
Yes.
about, which is
Yeah.
it was always a great day to sort of cruise around hungover and watch these people in kilts toss the caber.
Yeah, and there's the Himatangi Beach Big Dig. It always happens on New Year's Day
yeah.
as well. And it got cancelled one year when I was working at 2XS in Palmerston North.
Yeah.
High controversy when it got cancelled.
Due to weather or
Yeah, and
carnage?
we rang the local store who run it and did a prank call on it. Well, it didn't go well.
Okay, right. That doesn't sound like something you'd do. Just
Okay.
misread the room on that one. Fuck off the community. Happy
Yeah.
days.
Is the Big Dig on today? She goes, no, it's not. The Big Dig, is it on today? No, it's not on. It's on. The Big Dig is the Big Dig. And she lost her fucking mind.
Listen,
Cancelled her
the Big Dig
advertising.
is
It's not on!
Well, hang on. Was the Big Dig advertised on 2XS?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Massive event.
Quite a big client.
Is it still going, the Big
Didn't,
Dig?
well, I was so dangerously hungover because it was New Year's Day, obviously.
We should go down and make a massive C&B or something at the Big Dig.
The Big Dig, the Himatami Beach Big Dig.
all right, we're going last one.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. No, there's a few more.
Oh Jesus.
Part 2, from the poo.
Oh, good mate.
Also home of the man who started the sausage fight at your ACC car park. No names, but they said they had a great time.
Okay, well, now we know who
Scotty
that
J.
was.
Stevenson.
Well, no, someone started a sausage fight at our car park pre-game before the South African test.
Right.
We gave out a meat raffle, and they won the meat raffle, and they unloaded their sausages and started biffing them around the party. And then sausages started. It was a proper sausage fest.
It took Sausage Fest to another whole meaning.
Oh,
meaning.
no.
Yeah.
That's just base behaviour and stuff. When's the next one? Can we? That's a bit sad though. You know, I never like to see sausages go to waste.
They were good sausages too. They were Harmony sausages from the Neat Meat Company, so they were good. You know,
Yeah.
But people could see too far into their future. They knew that they were going to have to carry around a packet of sausages, of 6 sausages.
Good
They were
story,
great
though.
sausages, but they weren't going to get home for 5-6 hours.
I
And
tell you
think-
what, people didn't throw around the eye fillet, did they?
No, they certainly didn't.
Um,
They did knock someone out that I feel.
you know, like there is such a thing as bad sausages, and all the cheap ones. And if you're ever at a Christmas, oh no, not Christmas, but like just a work barbecue sometimes, and they bring out the cheap sausages, I think that's grounds for a protest or going on strike.
Yeah,
You know,
I think
like,
so. That's when you call ETU, the union.
The union, you go, come on now. We deserve better than these.
Yeah.
We know exactly how much those sausages cost in that big giant bag.
Bag of Hellas, lips and ass.
Where do you sit on a sizzler?
It's not good enough. I think a sizzler gets a pass, but not for feeding the masses. It's just like a little. It's nostalgia, you know.
Okay, right.
Yeah, and you can eat them raw as well. You just pull them out of the packet.
You don't turn up to a barbecue with a pack of sizzlers and think your job is done either. That shit.
Yeah,
All right.
You piece of shit. Yeah, and with your cheap beers, and drop your cheap beers and
Fuck's sake.
pick out the expensive
Everyone knows
ones.
you take some cheapies, you come home with some expensive ones.
The only meat sausages vegetarians can eat are sizzlers.
Oh yeah, interesting.
There's no meat in them.
But at the same time, if you get the cheese in them, as Matt Heath says, you know, you've killed the husband and then you've milked the missus and then you've injected it with it.
What is that true, Joe Jury? That sounds like an urban myth.
Nah, Dylan Cleaver can eat. He's a vegetarian, and he can eat sizzlers.
What is it then? Fat.
Fuck knows.
But it kill him to.
No, I don't. I mean, I'm not trusting just the Cleaver experiment for
Yeah, this is a guy. This is a guy that's operating a baby.
Massive. He's
Exactly.
running a
baby's
giant
arm.
sizzler.
Yeah, he's
For God's sake.
He's running the father of all sizzlers.
It's a double cheese down here. Basically, what were those things? A luncheon roll.
He's got a dog roll.
He's got
Chicken and ham.
They're called pork swords.
It's the luncheon truncheon.
It's a massive slap in the face to the vegetarian
Cleaver's
community.
got a luncheon truncheon. I mean, he'll be loving this chat though. Eh? This is actually quite good for him.
Oh God, poor Matt Cleaver.
He might actually get a few more subscribers out of this.
Maybe he should start an OnlyFans.
Yours, please.
Oh, g'day boys, Damo the Nurse from Adelaide here.
Subway.
Quick question for you, sorry if this has been covered, but are you guys putting together a package for all of us living over here all ready for the Boxing Day test next year? And number 2, I don't get a chance to listen to every episode, but does marking them as played on Spotify crank up your numbers and show them as played when you need to do like revenue raising and stuff? Let me know if I can help out.
Good question.
Look, the answer to that last one is yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Press the play.
Yep.
If it's played, it's a number.
No, he's saying marked as played,
Oh,
but just download it. Download it and then delete
it's
it.
fine. Put it on auto download.
Yeah.
Don't listen.
That's
that's
the
the fucking last thing
you
you
should
gotta
be doing
do.
is listening. Just put it on auto download. No, to answer the other question, yes, we do have land packages that are going to be available for those great New Zealanders based in Aussie.
Fantastic.
So if you're interested in the Boxing Day test, text boxing to 3236. You'll get a link. We'll pre-register there your interest, and then as soon as we got the information, we'll send it to you. So we've got packages coming out of New Zealand, and then we're going to have land ones, which is just accommodation, tickets, and functions and merch and stuff.
Nice.
So yeah, we will look after you. So boxing to 3236 if you're interested in that. Follow the link. If you want to come to the pink ball, we're presuming the pink ball is going to be in Adelaide, that second test.
Having said
Right.
that, this one's at the Gabba, which keeps throwing me off. I keep telling everyone that this one's at Adelaide, but that's not the case. But anyway.
I'm guessing it is because our ones goes Perth, Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney. So I'm picking that it's going to be. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So
Everyone who's carry on, G
text pink to 3236. Register for that one. The Adelaide one's
Right.
is a great time.
Everyone who's bought tickets for day 4 and 5 at the Gabba now will be absolutely shitting their pants. There's no chance it's
No one sells day 5s. I don't think.
I know, but I mean, no one sells. But day 4, even day 3, you'd be kind of a little bit concerned.
I met an English mate yesterday. Actually, he was a couple of doors down doing some building, and he's like, "How about those bloody Ashes?" And he goes, "Yeah, a mate of mine, he flew over for day 4, so he arrived on day 2." And it was all over.
Oh, right.
And I said, "Was he staying on for any other games?" And he goes, "I don't know."
Yeah, it's
Shit. Yeah.
There'll be some people like that who'll be absolutely livid.
What else can you do in bloody? You can visit the Quackers. You can go and visit
Oh,
the
yeah.
mining companies. Companies.
Go get Blotto on Rotto,
Yep.
as you do. Okay, next
What
one.
else can you do? No, is that it?
That's
it for God's sake. Also, it's Black Friday this weekend.
It's
Oh,
Black
you can't
Friday
say
today.
that.
Black Friday today. But Black Friday sales
you're talking about
go all
retail,
weekend.
yes.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, right. Okay.
And we've got a bit
I
of a
thought it
deal
was
going.
some weird Canterbury thing, but what's going on?
It is that too.
You know, that's a different
Well,
Friday.
we did notice that the ratings for Radio Hodaki have absolutely shat the bed in Christchurch due to the fact they've brought Mania on breakfast.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
What? But Mania has been an absolute revelation.
Yep.
I will not hear any slander of Mania.
But that doesn't matter to us down there, mate.
What?
So Black Friday.
Why
Black Friday.
Does Mania go to the survey party and they go, no. Out. I'm afraid you are out. Heidi Klum says you are out.
No, Black Friday, we've got the Black Flaps 2 for 1, which we're wearing today for Black Friday and for the weekend as well. So great stocking stuffer.
For the missus?
Look, for the kids, for the missus,
Where
everything.
can we find this merch, guys?
Text shop to 3236. Head to the ACC shop
Oh.
and grab yourself a black flap. And also some great stocking stuffers at Rebel Sport. We've got all the backyard range there. It's all ACC. You get the balls, you get the swing balls, you get the BYC sets, you get the little Punisher bats, the big Punishers.
Yes.
And all the BYC gear you can throw a stick at.
Yeah, so to get that code for 50% off of the Black Flaps and the DWZs, use the code BLACK25 at checkout.
Okay, the way you've enunciated. So, what's the difference between these and the DWZs? The
Well, the DWZs
got the big wig out the back, and then and we've removed the flap part.
So
okay.
they're both ideal for sun coverage.
Yeah, but these are better in terms of airflow.
Yeah, so this is the DWZ, and this is the black flap.
Yeah, I'd buy the DWZ for the missus.
Yep, this is the one that got mistaken for the White Ferns merch that was never gonna fly.
I'd buy the DWZ for the Mister. Turn him into a bit of Mrs.
Can we get out of here before that black flap joke hangs out?
Someone wrap this motherfucking podcast up.
All right, okay, goodbye.
You've been listening to the ACC's Agenda podcast, brought to you by Export Ultra. For more episodes, like and follow on iHeartradio or wherever you get your podcasts.